Hi children, good morning. Yesterday we have discussed basic concepts of geometry like ray, line segment, plane, angle. In addition to these things, we have already learned angles, addition and subtraction of measurement of angles. The basic unit of measurement of an angle is degree. These things yesterday we discussed. Now, in the lines and angles, types of angles. Briefly, I will explain about these types and I will continue. Here we have zero angle. The measurement of an angle is zero. That it is called zero angle. There is no amount of rotation here. Next, acute angle. Here the measurement of angle less than 90. Here theta less than 90 and theta lies between 0 and 90 degrees. It is called acute. Next, right angle. An angle exactly measures 90 degrees, then it is called a right angle. Obtuse angle. Less than 180 and greater than 90. Here, an angle which is lies between 90 and 180 degrees, then it is called an obtuse angle. Next, straight angle. Straight angle. Exactly measures 180 degrees. Then it is called a straight angle. Next, reflex angle. Reflex angle. Here, which is more than 180 degrees and less than 360 degrees. Reflex angle. The angle which is line between 180 and 360 is called reflex angle. Next, complete angle. Complete angle. So here the angle completes one complete rotation, and it is called complete angle, which measures 360 degrees. Which measures 360 degrees. These are the types of angles. These already we have learned in earlier classes. So next, zero angle. This one. Acute lies between 0 and 90. Right angle 90 degrees. Obtuse greater than 90, less than 180. Straight exactly measures 180 degrees. Reflex more than 180, less than 360 degrees. Complete 360 degrees. Completes one complete rotation. It is called complete angle. Next, here adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent if and only if they have common arm and common vertex. They have common arm and common vertex. You can say that these two are adjacent angles. Here x and y are called adjacent. X is nothing but angle AOC and angle BOC. This is x, this one is y. Here angle x and angle y are called adjacent because they have a common arm OC and a common vertex O. That's why you can read it as adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Another way of adjacent angles. Angle PQS and angle RQS are adjacent because they have a common vertex Q and a common arm QS. So here P and Q are adjacent angles. If any pair of adjacent angles form a straight line, they are linear pair. Linear pair. Linear pair means P plus Q equal to 180 degrees. Two adjacent angles forms a straight line. They are called a linear pair. Okay. Next. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Before we are going to learn vertical opposite angles, first of all, a different type of lines in a plane. Basically, in a plane, we have two kinds of lines. One is intersecting lines. Means two lines meet at a point. Two lines meet at a point are called intersecting lines. Here, the vertex O is called point of intersection. Point of intersection. The vertex O is called point of intersection. These AB and CD are called intersecting lines. Line AB and line CD are called intersecting lines. They intersect. The point of intersection here is O. Two lines never meet at any point are called parallel lines. parallel lines. Two lines never meet at any point. There is no point of intersection in between two lines, then they are called parallel lines. In a plane, we have mainly these two kinds. A pair of lines in a plane are given me, either they intersect, otherwise they are parallel. By using these type of conditions, we can prove the theorems by indirect method of proof. I said from the very beginning in an introduction class, I explained direct method of proof, indirect method of proof. From that indirect method of proof, these type of conditions we got in, then we can able to prove the given theorem. For example, two lines are parallel to each other. Two lines are parallel to each other. They give. We need to prove those two lines are parallel. Mean, first of all, those two lines are not parallel. We need to consider the statement. If they are not parallel, obviously they are intersecting lines. That's why these type of contradictory ways will possible with the help of these conditions. Parallel and intersecting lines. In a plane, pair of lines are not parallel, definitely they are intersecting lines. If they are not intersecting each other, definitely they are parallel lines. That's right. Okay, here intersecting means two lines meet at a point in a plane are called intersecting lines. This point is called, the common point is called point of intersection. They never intersected anywhere, mean they are called parallel lines. Intersecting at the parallel lines. For example, more than two lines meet at a point. L, M, N, P meet at the O. Then here line L, M, N, P are called. Two lines meet at a point are called intersecting lines. More than two lines meet at a point are called concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. Concurrent lines. Here O is called point of concurrence. Point of concurrence. Point of concurrence. Two lines mean intersecting lines and point of intersection, the common point. More than two lines are called concurrent lines. The point of intersection is called point of concurrence. Point of concurrence. Consider this is a plane. Here line L, line M, line N, L, M, N, line in a plane. Then these lines are called coplanar lines. Coplanar lines. The lines which are lying in the same plane are called coplanar lines. For example, here points are given: point A, point B, point C. The points which are lying in the same plane are called coplanar points. coplanar points. The lines which are lying in different planes. Okay, here L and B consider. Here L, line N, L and line P are not coplanar. They are skew lines. The lines which are lying in different planes are called skew lines. They are lying in the same plane are called coplanar lines. They are lying in different plane are called skew lines. Important. Coplanar lines and skew lines. A line L is given at the point A, point B, point C, point D, point E, or line on line L. So here A, B, C, D, E are called collinear points. Collinear points. The points which are lying on the same line are called collinear points. The points which are lying on the same line are called collinear points. Collinear points. Co means same. Linear means lying on a line. With same line, they are lying that's why they are collinear. Co means same. Planar means plane. Lines. The lines which are lying in a same plane are called coplanar lines. Okay, coplanar points. 2 points showing an exact location. Here the point A, here only the point B are given me. These 2 points are coincidental points. Coincidental points. 2 or more points showing an exact location are called coincidental points. Coincidental points. Lines. The points which are lying on a line also belongs to the another line. Point A and point B and point C belongs to L as well as N. Meaning the points which are belongs to L also belongs to M. They are called coincidental lines. Coincidental lines. These are coincidental points. These are coincidental lines. Okay, once again, there are few things we discussed. Vertical opposite angles I will explain. Before that one, we discuss now adjacent angles, types of angles, linear pair, coplanar lines, coplanar points, coincidental lines, coincidental points, intersecting lines, parallel lines, concurrent lines, adjacent angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common vertex and common arm. If they have common vertex and common arm, then they are called adjacent angles. Linear pair. These adjacent angles form a line when they are called linear pair. Sum of any two adjacent angle measures 180 degrees. Sum of any two adjacent angle measures 180 degrees. They are called a linear pair. Coplanar lines. The lines which are lying in the same plane are called coplanar lines. The points which are lying in the same plane are called coplanar points. Coincidental lines. Okay, here the points which are belongs to first line also belongs to the second line. They are called coincidental lines. Means they are merged each other. If you placed one by another one, it completely merged. They are called coincidental lines. Coincidental point mean two or more points shows an exact location. They are also merging only. Here intersecting lines. Two lines meet at a point are called intersecting lines. Where the two lines meet, that point is called its point of intersection. Parallel lines. Two lines never intersect at anywhere are called parallel lines. In our daily life situation, you could find many intersecting lines. Corners of your books, corners of door, these are all intersecting. Parallel railway tracks are the best example for parallel. They never intersect at anywhere. If you consider one track, if you consider two tracks, they will intersect. But one track they never intersect. If they intersect, trains won't travel. You get an accident. Now, concurrent lines. Two lines meet at a point are called intersecting lines. More than two lines meet at a point are called concurrent lines. Concurrent, the intersecting point where the three or more lines meet are called point of concurrence. Here the last one, collinear points. The points which are lying in the same plane are called collinear points. Here skew lines also we discussed. What are skew lines? Skew lines, the lines which belongs to different planes. The lines which belongs to the different planes are called skew lines. These things we discussed. Now, vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Two lines intersect each other at the point. For example, here AB and CD are two lines. They meet at the point O. When the two lines intersect each other at the point O, here four angles are formed. Here four angles are formed. Namely, angle A small, B, C, D. Otherwise, AOC, BOC, BOD, and AOD. Four angles are formed. Among these four angles, what are vertical opposite angles? Here, the angles have a common vertex and they don't have a common arm. Then we can say that they are vertically opposite angles. Common arm, but common vertex, but they don't have any common arm. Here, angle AOC and angle BOD. Angle AOC and angle BOD are called vertical opposite angles. mean A and C. And angle BOC and angle AOD are also called vertically opposite angles. Are also called vertically opposite angles because they don't have any common arm. They don't have any common arm, but they have a common vertex. Here 1 and 2, 3 and 4 are vertically opposite angles. When these vertically opposite angles are formed, if two lines intersect each other, now differences between adjacent angles and vertically opposite angles. Adjacent angles and vertically opposite angles. What are adjacent angles? Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have a common vertex, but if they don't have common arm. Here they have a common vertex and they don't have common arm. Here common arm requires. Here common arm doesn't requires. Okay, that is the difference between adjacent and vertical opposite angles. In addition to these 2 points, here I will write common vertex for both. Common arm for adjacent. Here doesn't require common. Okay, those 2 things are required. Here common vertex and common arm. Consider these 2 things. Common vertex for adjacent and for vertical opposite angles. Common arm for only adjacent angles. For vertical opposite angles, they don't require any common arm. In addition to these 2 points, one additional point here. If the lines intersect each other. If the lines intersect each other. Once observe these 2 things. AOB, the gate. Here A, O, B, here C is given. Can you say AOC and BOC are vertical opposite angles? No, because they have a common arm. These are adjacent angles. Okay. Now, can you say X and Z are vertical opposite angles? No. Why? Because here OA and OD are not intersecting lines. Okay. First of all, for getting vertical opposite angles, we require intersecting lines. Then common vertex and they don't have any common arm. They are called vertical opposite angles. At anywhere we will find adjacent angles. If the 2 lines intersect each other, okay, here A, B, C, D are given. Here A and B are adjacent because they have common vertex and a common arm. BC are adjacent because they have a common arm. CD are adjacent because they have a common arm. BA are adjacent because they have a common arm. Okay, these are all adjacent angles. At any situation they will form. For adjacent angles, we require only common arm and common vertex. That's enough. For vertical opposite angles, we require an additional thing, that is intersecting lines. If the lines intersect each other, then only vertically opposite angles are formed. Without intersection, there is no formation of vertically opposite angles. If they don't have common arm also, that is the major important thing for vertically opposite angles. One important theorem based on vertically opposite angles. What are vertically opposite angles? Statement. If two lines intersect each other, show that the formed vertically opposite angles are equal. If the two lines intersect each other, then show that the formed vertically opposite angles are equal. You need to prove this one. Here AB and CD intersecting lines are meet at O. Given our hypothesis AB and CD are intersecting lines. To prove conclusion, what we need to prove? Here four angles are found. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to show angle 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 2 equal to angle 4. We need to prove this one. Proof. No need of construction. Already we have adjacent angles, that's why. Here angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 180 degrees because it's a linear pair. What is linear pair? Two adjacent angles forms a line. They are called the linear pair. Means sum of two adjacent angles measures 180 degrees. Because here 1 and 2 togetherly forms a straight line. That's why. Here 2 and 3 also forms a straight line. They are also considered linear pair. Okay, by using these two conditions, we can write it as 1 plus 2 equal to 2 plus 3 because equals of equals are equal. 1 plus 2 180, 2 plus 3 also forms a 180 degrees. Equals of equals are equal. Here 2 and 2 get cancelled. Then you will get the angle 1 equal to angle 3. First condition proved. Similarly, angle 2 equal to angle 4 we can prove. So here, if two lines intersect each other in a plane, the formed vertically opposite angles are equal. We can prove. That is the given statement. What is the given things here? AB and CD are intersecting lines. What we need to prove? Angle 1 equal to angle 3 and angle 2 equal to angle 4 because they are vertical opposite angles. Already we have linear pair definition. Sum of the angle measures 180 means two adjacent angles forms a line. They are called linear pair. So 1 plus 2 180 as well as 2 and 3 also forms a straight line. 2 plus 3 also 180 degrees. So 1 plus 2 equal to 2 plus 3 because equals of equals are equal. Two things are equal to 180. That's why they are equal. So 1 plus 2 equal to 2 plus 3. So 2 get cancelled. Angle 1 equal to angle 3. With the help of 2, 3 and 3, 4, we can cancel 3 and you will get a 2 equal to 3. That's why similarly I gave. In a plane, two lines intersect each other. The formed vertical opposite angles are equal. We prove now. Have a nice day. Bye.